Well, I've learnt not to speak too long at Iftars when the food's already on the table. So Isabella, who's speaking after me, can speak as long as she wants because she's fasting. So she's earned the right. But it's just my job to welcome you, welcome particularly the Dialogue Society, who've become great friends of the Faith Centre and are doing great work around the UK, as you saw in their video. But also to welcome you, the Department of Psychological and Behavioural Science. You may know something about the Faith Centre. We run extracurricular programmes for students, we hold events here, we have a research unit, Religion and Global Society, which is attached to us and connects the departments of international relations and anthropology, looking fundamentally at questions of religious pluralism and how we avoid religion-related conflict in today's world. So the mission of the Faith Centre is to foster a world which is unafraid to explore, challenge and question religious difference in order to build a more peaceful global society. Now, we've actually been influenced by PBS to a greater degree than you know through our team member Cameron, who did his master's degree in your department and really brought a lot of the tools that you guys work with every day to help us think about these questions. How do we enable healthy encounter with the religious other? How do we challenge the in-group mentalities that fuel religious sectarianism? And how do we bring about attitudinal change that makes people more comfortable with ambiguity and complexity that get pushed out by rigid religious worldviews? And I think this work is really important for a number of reasons, but not least because at LSE we talk about being a very diverse community and gathering people from all around the world. But there are impulses that make us feel that we want to believe we're all the same as one another, that that's easier to deal with. And I experienced this last year. We were asked to make a film that was part of the research exhibition in the ground floor of the Marshall Building. And I was filmed having a dialogue here with a Muslim student, Nabil, and it's one of those things where we talked for about an hour and then it's like cropped down into a film that was about 10 minutes. But it was very interesting that in the display that they produced, they just plucked one line out to put in large font on the screen, and what they picked was, when we don't talk to each other, we don't realise how similar we are. Now, he did say that, and that was part of the conversation we were having, but it was just one part of it. And I thought, how interesting that we rush to the comforting thought that we're all very similar to one another. And actually, I think we're living in a world where we're increasingly aware that we are different to each other and we think differently, and not everybody wants the same things as we in the Western world want. Not everybody views things through the same lens as us. And so we here believe it's so important for LSE students and people beyond the university to become more confident at engaging with difference in a respectful but robust kind of way. So I hope you have a really good dinner, and I hope you take up the Dialogue Society's invitation to have conversations around your meal that engage with difference and explore that difference and celebrate it, as well as challenge it and wrestle with the difficult things about it, rather than just pretend that we're all the same. Welcome.